Hey guys, Rich Mixed here, and today I'm back at it again with another video in the series of Nerd Talk. That's right, it's my series where I talk about anything and everything nerdy. Also, real quick, Mockingjay video is coming out soon, trust me. Sorry about the wait, but I do intend for that video, whether it is in two separate parts, to be coming out within the next two to 3 weeks. Also got a comedy sketch coming out soon called Finger Gun. Anyways, though, all that set aside, let's get into what this video is about. So, as you guys are aware, I am very much so a One Piece fan. That's right, I'm a huge fan of the series, and right now we are in one of my, if not my opinion, and totally Mark's opinion, one of, if not the greatest arc in all of One Piece. An arc that has managed to top the likes of Dressrosa, Marineford, and Enies Lobby in my opinion. Before this arc, Dressrosa was my favorite. I'll make a video about that at some point. Also, real quick, spoiler warning for anyone who is not all the way caught up with the manga. I'm gonna try and make this video as concise as humanly possible to get close to that 8 to 10 minute timeline, because the shorter videos tend to do better, I've noticed. So, I'm trying for that. Without further ado though, let's get into it. Wano Country, or Wano Kuni, whatever you want to call it. The Wano arc has been absolutely phenomenal, and the chapters have been extremely enjoyable to read, and I'm just enjoying the progression, but I can't help but feel that this is all building to something. Now, of course, as many One Piece fans are very much so aware, this arc is taking a lot of inspiration from the classic Kabuki 5-act structure, and how it's been built up, following the pattern of Johaku, which is just insane. Something I didn't know about until recently, of course, getting into Wano. And so I've been enjoying this and learning something new too, which is always extremely fun and entertaining, and I can't begin to say how much I enjoy it. But that's besides the point. Now, a certain YouTuber out there has been saying this for a long time, and I can only say that I kind of agree with you. And I'm talking to you, Mr.morj. Huge fan of your videos, by the way. Love what you do. Keep doing it. It's great. But I do agree and disagree with the sentiment that the raid will fail. But why am I more of a middle of the road? Because I think it's going to fail in some aspects, but succeed in other aspects. Now, this arc, along with Whole Cake Island, are new world counterparts for very different reasons to the pre-time skip arc of Thriller Bark. And I'm not getting into that in this video, but for anyone who's curious about it, let me know down below in the comments, and I'll make a video discussing that in further detail. I'm talking about why I think the raid is going to fail and succeed at the same time. I think they're going to very much so succeed at defeating Kaido by the end of Act 4 or 5. Yeah, Act 4. But the end of Act 3, I think, is going to come with the destruction of the Flower Capital. Now, do I think people are going to die? Potentially. I think a lot of people are going to die when that happens, but I do think a lot of people are going to survive. I don't foresee Otoko dying, or Kitetsu. I don't see him dying either. I see them managing to get out and escape the Flower Capital before Onigashima comes down. But I do think the arc is going to end, not the arc, but the act is going to end with us thinking that they died and stuff like that. Act 3 needs to end with a tragedy. That's how Kabuki classic 5-act structure works. That's a give it. Excuse me. So that's obviously gonna have to happen. Something like that. Something that's just really tragic, because we've already seen a lot of deaths at this point in the arc, or fake out deaths, or whatever you want to call it. And so I think that's what's going to happen, if I'm being completely honest with you guys. Now, once that does happen, though, and Luffy and Kaido fight again, and Luffy manages, with, of course, the help of his crew at this point, because I think Act 3 is going to keep going till all the major fights are concluded, and it's pretty much just Kaido, and then CP0 is going to come out and completely decimate them. As for how that whole basket of spiders is going to be handled, Oda knows, we don't, and I'm really curious to see how it goes. It could be Blackbeard, it could be the Big Mom Pirates, it could be someone else, it could even be Sword, who knows? I don't. Oda does, though, and I'm extremely excited to see that. But that's besides the point. So, I do think that they're going to succeed at defeating Kaido, and that's the whole point of the raid. So if the raid fails, then they fail to defeat Kaido. But here's the thing, I think the raid fails because one of the secondary goals, at least from what I've picked up on, is preventing Onigashima from crashing onto the Flower Capital. I don't think anyone on Straw Hat's crew or any of those guys, any of the Zakukai, I can't pronounce it. I'm so sorry. I don't know why, but any of the samurai want that to happen. All right, that's Kaido's doing. So I think that is where the raid will fail. But that's just me. I think Kaido will be defeated in the following act. The Flower Capital is going to be decimated by Muffin Mountain, but at the same time, they're still going to succeed with the raid in defeating, in the sense that they do manage to defeat Kaido. Because I do think that is also a given, but it's going to take everyone's combined efforts to get the job done. All right? And with the beginning of last chapter, the most recent chapter as of the recording of this video, I believe it was 1015 or 16. I think it's 15. We saw that it's getting close. It's getting really close, and it's very ominous and very menacing. And so I'm really curious to see how this all goes down, and I honestly cannot wait for the next chapter of One Piece. But yeah, Act 3 is building, and I think it's going to end with the Flower Capital being destroyed. And in that sense, the raid will fail. But in the next act, Act 4, Luffy and the rest of their side, and the samurai, what's remaining of the scabbards, all those people are going to finally team up to manage to do what was said to be impossible and defeat Kaido. And really just change everything up. Then CP0 is going to come in and really wreck shit up. But that's just me, and that's my honest opinion. What do you think? Let me know down below in the comments. I'm really curious to see what you guys think. And mr.morj, or really any of the YouTubers, the One Piece YouTubers I watch, if you guys see this video, comment. Let me know. I'd love to work with you guys. I love what you guys do, and I'm a huge fan. And if that hasn't been made evident from this video, I really don't know. Well, at least for One Piece. But if that hasn't been made evident from this video that I'm a fan of One Piece, then I don't know what will. But that's besides the point. Anyways, I don't have too much longer before my camera overheats because it's really hot outside. Anyways, though, thank you all so much for watching. Thank you all so much for tuning in. And of course, until next time, Rich Mixed out.